Hello. I don't know what happened. My mic wasn't on. But welcome into Appy. Someone finally fixed the internet. We're gonna have a long talk about that because I have a lot of theories, but today is actually a test stream. I am on the brink of dropping frames as we speak. But thank you so much for the resub. Thank you, Appy. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. 25 months. That is a whole... $25 minus 9 is 16. 16-month stream, baby. Anyways, so I got a lot of theories, but first I'm going to preface the stream by saying that today is a test. Today is not an official stream. What I really want to do is play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The problem is that the stream is currently very unstable, and I do not want the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 recording to get messed up by anything. So for that reason, I wanted to do something interesting, but also, if it does fail, it's not really a big deal if the stream suddenly drops out during a pivotal moment. Resident Evil 4 is that stream, so I've already done Resident Evil 4 on the channel, but I've played it on PlayStation. I got it again on sale on PC, and the reason I got it was to play the Separate Ways DLC, but I wanted to finish the main story again. Before I played Separate Ways, but I never finished the main story again, so I'm still working through that. So today we're just going to continue working through the main story. But I do want to talk a little bit about my internet connection. Currently, like, I think I'm like on the brink of dropping out right now. I can kind of see it. It's gone from bright green to yellow and back to kind of green. It's like, it's gone from like 4 bars to 3 bars to 2 bars and back to 3, and now it's 4 again. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but to answer a few questions here, well, first of all, thank you for the first Alistor. Once again, thank you for the resub, Appy. But Appy says, is VPN the answer? And the answer is no. Yes and no, actually. Let me back up a little bit. So I'm a little bit unsure as to what... I've had a lot of theories about what has been causing the issue, and I do think that each theory has a little bit of merit to it. I think that the ISP might be throttling my speed because as I understand, while an ISP can guarantee or can advertise a certain speed, that's not always the case. The ISP can say like, oh, we're going to give you 500 megabytes download. But if everybody in the neighborhood's downloading at the same time at full speed, that's just not going to work. So they have to throttle people. So that everybody has some level of service, and I think that's what they've been doing to me. I use all the bandwidth when I'm streaming by uploading, and my thought is that they may have... I'm getting ahead of myself. Initially, I thought there was something wrong with the internet. So I called the ISP, they sent a guy out, they found that one of my internet cables was partially cut, so they replaced that part. I was still experiencing an issue. So then the thought was maybe it's like the cabling in my house that's causing the issue. So I had plugged the laptop into a modem and the router to try to figure out whether or not the internet issue is caused by the wiring in the house. And it turns out that the laptop was basically saying I'm getting like 25% of the speed that I should be, and my computer was using the wiring in the house was saying I'm getting like half the speed I'm supposed to, half or less. So I called the ISP again. They sent the guy back out, and then the guy basically showed up. He did nothing. He ran a few tests, and while he was here, it was working fine. But then after he left, it worked for about an hour, and then it went back to being terrible again. And so nothing was done, and I was still experiencing an issue. So my thought after that was going back to the up to 500 megabytes per second thing that Appy's mentioning. My thought was that maybe the internet, the ISP is throttling my speed because maybe they've identified that I keep uploading to Twitch, and I use, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much bandwidth, but it is the entirety of my bandwidth for upload speed. I use it all. So if it drops even the slightest, I'll know because it affects my stream. So my thought is that maybe on their side they made a change to identify Twitch and to throttle it. So then the thought yesterday was, instead of calling the ISP again, instead of redoing all the wiring in the house, instead of switching to a different ISP, I would try to use a VPN instead. And in that way, my hope was that supposedly the VPN I was using is supposed to be pretty stable. It's for streaming, not particularly, but my thought was that if I obfuscate the internet traffic that goes out, maybe my ISP can't identify that it's going to Twitch, therefore they won't be able to throttle me. Now, if they're doing like a universal throttle where they're just like, this house, throttle it by this much, then I can't really get around that. But if they're identifying Twitch specifically, my hope was that maybe I could find a way around it. And the VPN that I had chose offers like a 30-day money-back guarantee type thing, so I figured it either works or it doesn't. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I get my money back. But welcome into Crusader. Crusader says, the prodigal son returns. I can't tune in for long, sire, but I hope this night is a fun one for everyone. Thank you, Crusader. Thank you. I'm just explaining the internet stuff, but welcome in. Glad to have you with us for even a small amount of time. Welcome in. So my thought was that by using a VPN, I could obfuscate the traffic, right? And that did work to an extent. The upload speed remained about the same, but the download speed increased 4 times what it was originally. I mean, it's still like, I was only getting like 20% of what I was supposed to, and then I was getting 80%. So it's still less than I'm supposed to be getting, but I did notice that using the VPN, the download speed increases, which kind of proves that to some extent I am being throttled. But I'm not quite sure the extent of the throttling, but I know they're throttling me. So I can prove it in that sense. But I was trying to run like a bandwidth test last night to try to figure out my upload speed, and it was showing that it just keeps dropping out over and over again. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna disable the VPN for now. And then I tried doing it normally, and then for some reason it was working fine. So I did a little more investigating, and it seems that after I disabled the VPN, put up a bandwidth test again, it was totally stable. I ran the speed test, and I was getting like 80% upload of what I was supposed to be getting. Very strange, right? So I I did a little investigating, and as I understand, part of the issue, part the other part of the issue is the throttling, but another part of the issue seems to be that I might have had some corrupted network relating things on my PC. In downloading the VPN, it had to add some kind of network adapter. I'm not entirely sure how this works, so I don't want to touch on it too much. But as I understand, my network, something about my network adapters was corrupted, and by downloading a VPN, it kind of redoes some of the way my computer handles the network. And in having to update and redo some of that, it granted me a little more stability. So now I'm like in a space where I'm like kinda stable enough to stream, maybe, which kind of brings us to today. I'm literally dropping out as we speak. So yeah, I don't even know if I'll be able to stay. Can you guys even hear me? I'm not even sure if I'm coming back up. Well, welcome into Stefan. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, okay, you can. Okay, excellent. I'm just gonna assume you guys can all hear me then. But all this is to preface tonight by saying, oh, you haven't dropped audio or frames on your end? Excellent. At least video stable for now. Okay. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, all this is to say, if I drop out randomly at some point tonight, it just is what it is. And if I don't come back, it just is what it is. Tonight's a test stream. I'm trying to test my bandwidth. So if at any point I do drop out, just let me know. It was super stable yesterday when I was testing, after I disabled the VPN. Today is not as stable. It also makes me wonder, there was a bit of a storm blowing through my state recently, and it makes me wonder that maybe as a result of the storm they had to reboot some stuff, and maybe in the process of rebooting they fixed some things. Maybe. It's hard to say. Anywho, let me... Sorry, I know I'm kind of... monologuing right now. Let me check something real quick. I don't know if I can enable this on the fly. Yeah, I'm thinking I might change it to be dynamically change bitrate to manage congestion. I might try that later. At least that way I won't drop out entirely. It might just get suddenly really blurry, but I mean, that would be better than you guys losing video entirely, so. Anyways, but sorry for the delay. Let me catch up on a few chats. But Alistair says, I was the first one here. I'm hoping this works today. I hope so too. Our baby is growing fatter and fatter. But no, I wasn't recording from OBS. And like Alistair says, you could look into a game you'd like to play and record 30-minute videos and post on YouTube. I could. That could be an alternative for a while, especially if the internet cuts out. That might actually be where I'd have to go, but it's really not ideal. I very much prefer to talk with you guys while I'm doing stuff. I don't know, like when I first started streaming, once upon a time, it's a little more doable, but I kind of feel like I'm so used to talking with you guys that, I don't know, it'd just be kind of weird, wouldn't it? I mean, I guess, now that I think about it, if I just played, like... That might be kind of doable. If I just took, like, an hour... Yeah, I could do, like, an hour a night and, like, cut it in half, and it would be 30-minute uploads. You're kind of onto something. Kind of onto something. I'm not very good at editing, though, so... I have to experiment with that. But yeah, if I can't stream whatsoever, I might have to switch over to just making clipped content, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. But yeah, and Appy says you need to read the fine print. It's always up to 500. I feel like you're right. I do understand. You are right. But I just hate that, I mean, I want to be realistic with my expectations, but at the same time, it's like, you can't. If there's two plans, right, and one says 10 upload speed and the other says 40, right, and you can't even maintain 10, then how are you going to maintain 40? You know what I mean? That's what I don't understand. But anyways. But yeah, welcome back to Stefan. I don't know if I said that already, but video stable for now. Your state might have some issues with ISP infrastructure recently, causing outages and worse service, according to Google. Yeah, but it kind of depends on when it occurred. Like in the last few days, I can totally understand that, but since this issue started like 2 weeks ago, it makes me wonder, like, did you guys replace something 2 weeks ago? Did you implement something new? Because I know the ISP is never going to admit it, if their infrastructure can't handle me streaming, I don't think they're ever going to admit it, unless it just completely drops entirely, But it doesn't really have to be edited. Even if you had your Discord ask you some questions or topics of convo, I'm sure many of us would watch an unedited video of you playing games. Thank you, Alistor. Thank you. Yeah. Maybe that'll... I might have to consider that. I might have to genuinely consider that. Lately, off-stream, I've been playing... I'm starting to drop a little bit. But lately off stream, I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws, and I really like it. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot wrong with it. And the longer I play it, the more I really want to talk about Star Wars Outlaws, actually. We'll get into that during the gameplay, I think. I'm going to put a pin in that, but I am going to talk about that today. But I don't want to get too off track, so let me catch up on some chats. Appy says, tell him your check is going to be up to 50 bucks. up to 50 bucks. And it's the land sharks eating the internet lines under the control of the lizard people. I don't know. I mean, a bit of a grand conspiracy, but it wouldn't... My armchair theory is that, like, as I understand, in order to connect to, like, a server far away, it needs to, like, kind of jump through, like, different servers to get there, right? And my thought is that maybe one of the crucial servers along that path might have just crapped out, and as a result, me trying to connect to Twitch is just so incredibly impossible. Even to, like, Google's MLab speed test, it just has just become impossible because it routes through there normally. So it could be the case that maybe it's just coincidental that, like, the server crapped out, I got bad connection, it just so happened that yesterday they kind of restored the server, which might be why the path is fixed now. I'm not really sure. It could be anything, really. But Appy says, switching ISP is completely off the table. No. But it's very, very inconvenient Um, the problem is that uh, the I don't want to get too much into the details because for my privacy reasons, I can tell you privately, Appy, but to make a long story short, the gist of the problem is that I don't have a lot of choices for ISP, and the ones that I do, my current one is the highest rated out of all my choices, and it sucks. So if I were to switch to another ISP, it kind of creates an issue with my family because my family has a lot of stuff already tied to, well, mainly TV, I guess, but they already have stuff tied to the current ISP plan. So changing ISPs means switching to a service that's worse overall with the hope of gaining more stable internet. But even then, the other ISP I was looking at has really questionable reviews about their reliability, their customer service, just randomly dropping. And I did call the other ISP to be like, can I run, like, could I keep my old ISP with, like, the TV part and, like, run a different ISP concurrently to the same house, but the new ISP only provides internet, the old one provides TV? And she was like, the lady I was talking to on the phone, she was like, oh yeah, it's all good. They're two different things. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't think you understand the question. I mean, to be fair, she technically would know better than I would, but I was trying to ask her, like, you know, they use the same wiring, though. So the idea that, like, one ISP or two ISPs are going to use the same cables to provide two different services concurrently, I'm kind of like, I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I'm not really an expert on ISP stuff, but I really don't think that's on the table. It could be, I don't know, but her logic was very simple of, like, they're two different things, they're not going to conflict. But it's like, I understand, but they use the same cables, though, so, you know what I mean? Anyways, but Alastor says, I actually had that issue when I played Overwatch. Instead of routing to St. Louis, I was routed west to Denver and then bounced to Chicago. I see. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Part of the issue I was experiencing was that when I was talking to my ISP, so they were using, I use a Google speed test. Like, if you type speed test into Google, it's the first thing that appears. It runs through MLab, the, like, measurement lab or something. The MLab speed test will measure your megabytes per second, upload and download, as a single stream. Now, the single stream is more susceptible to interference, I guess you could say. Like, if there's, like, a congestion issue in your house, in the neighborhood, in the route it takes to get, if the route it takes to get to wherever it's going isn't really optimal, you're gonna see that. So I was using the MLab test, and my MLab test is telling me I'm getting like 20% of what I'm supposed to get based on the plan. When I called the ISP out, the ISP was like, oh, no, use this Ookla test. So the Ookla test uses multi-thread network connection. I say this loosely because I don't fully understand how it works, but as I understand, the Ookla network test, because it's multi-threaded, it's not really susceptible to congestion. It'll find the closest server and it'll just blast data there to kind of give you an idea of what the peak possible connection you could get is. It's not necessarily reflective of what you're actually getting. It's reflective of how much you could potentially get. So when the ISP guy was here the second time, I was telling him, like, the MLab test is telling me I'm getting 20%. And he was saying that, well, the Ookla test is showing that you're getting 100%. And I was telling him that, yeah, but that uses multi-thread, which tells me the peak possible. It's not really reflective of what I'm actually getting. But he's basically saying, like, well, it's hard to say where the MLab test is going. It could be picking a server far away. It could be using a poor path to get there. It's hard to say. So that one's not really reliable. The Ookla test is reliable, and the Ookla test is saying you're getting 100%. And I'm like, well, that's great, but that's not reflective of what I'm getting. So we're kind of like talking in circles about it. He's trying to push the blame onto my equipment and just be like, if you're not getting 100%, it's your equipment's fault. Which doesn't really help me necessarily. And, you know, I'm saying that the Ookla test is great and all, but I think it's more important that we use a test that will reflect what I'm actually getting and account for the congestion. And that test shows that this internet sucks. So, anyways. I don't remember where I was going with that, but I'm just going to start playing a game. We'll just... sorry. To go back to what I was saying at the beginning of the stream, today is a test stream. It's not an official stream. I could drop out at any moment. If I do not come back, I've probably just given up. So I'm not leaving right now, but if I happen to just leave and not come back, thank you everyone for joining. Because I might drop out. I might. Now, I'm not saying I will, but I might. So today's a test. So here's where I'm at in my single player thing. Leon is finally reunited with Ashley, but he finds her paralyzed with guilt for what she has done. Okay, I didn't even get to read the recap, so... yeah, I got this game in, like, November or something. Oh. Okay, my computer's wonking out, but I got this game back in November, but I never really got around to finishing it. It just became kind of overwhelming at a certain point, you know? I don't even remember where I'm at in this game, truthfully. I mean, I remember walking into the castle, but I don't remember much more than that. Anywho. But yes, you're going to start playing your game here as well. Alrighty, Appy. Hope you enjoy your game. Yeah. I really... This doesn't look good. Too bad I don't really remember what I... Oh! That's not good.
We're sandwiched, all right.
Got him. Kind of rough, Ashley, not gonna lie.
Drop the girl.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, up on the balcony.
Ashley, I got things to worry about right now.
No food for you.
Melee! I don't remember how to play this game. I'm gonna grenade Ashley. Help should be alright.
Ashley!
She's good. She'll walk it out. She's alright.
I'm fine. Watch out! Leo!
Oh, brother. Dude, this is rough. Hold on. There we go. Forgot I could do that. This is rough, dude. Is it just that guy up there? Is he like empowering everybody else? Oh, brother. Oh, also, I'm playing on hardcore, by the way. If it seems like it's very difficult, I'll have you know it is.
Sorry. Must have.
Oh yeah, so it is that one guy. Oh. Sorry, Ashley, you're on your own for a moment.
Drop the girl.
You'll be alright. You'll be fine.
Let me go!
No! Okay, actually, kind of a problem.
Get back here.
Bruh. Oh!
Ashley!
I may have accidentally shot Ashley. Okay, I think I'm not welcome on this. Just end me. I can't actually do anything. This is rough. Yeah, that's rough.
Leon!
Interesting. So the last time I played this game was in December. It's pretty wild. Anyway, so now, yeah, I really want to talk about Star Wars Outlaws, but now is just not a good time. So to answer a few hypothetical questions you might be asking yourself, the first one being, Taku, why haven't you played it on stream? I'll tell you. Copyright. Messing with Disney is no joke. So I am not going to be streaming Star Wars Outlaws. It is fun. But let me tell you. There's a lot of things wrong with it. I like it. Right? I like it. Is it good? I don't know. It kind of depends how you define good. Like, if you're going in expecting a Ubisoft game, that's what you're getting. So, like, if you want a Ubisoft game, congrats. That's the one you want to buy. On sale. This game does not deserve full price. Whatsoever. If you were to buy the Ultimate Edition, it costs like 120 bucks.
All right.
I got it on sale for like 40 bucks. The Ultimate Edition. And let me tell you, it's worth about 40 bucks. It's nowhere close to worth 120 bucks. Nowhere close. It doesn't even matter if you're a Star Wars fan or whatever. It's not worth 120 bucks. Not at all. And another thing. Another thing is that even if you pay 120 bucks for the Ultimate Edition, let me tell you what happened to me, all right? So I'm playing Star Wars Outlaws, and I'm looking on the map for stuff to do, and I don't remember exactly what I was trying to do. I think I was trying to set a marker, right? So I pressed the right stick in. You know what happened? You know what happened? Let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened. I'm looking at the map. I pressed the right stick in. Guess what I see? The DLC menu. Why? When would I ever, in any circumstance whatsoever, when would I ever be looking at the map and think, wow, I really want... It would be so great if I could see a menu with everything I need to pay real money for. Right? Because I'm not trying to spend real world money after I've already bought the game. I'm just trying to, like, set a waypoint. Hold on. So, that's the first problem. Let me tell you, the second problem, right? That's not all. The second problem, I'm like, oh, that's strange. There's something on here that costs $5. It's a Forest Moon of Endor, like, camo poncho. And let me tell you, I was having a great experience up until that point, and then it occurred to me. I bought the Ultimate Edition that was supposed to contain every DLC ever released, and there's still a DLC that's not included in it, and they're charging me $5 if I want it. Insane. I am inclined to write a negative review on Steam based on that alone. And I really need to vent about it. I don't think I've streamed since that has happened, and I've really wanted to get that off my chest, so thank you for listening to my TED Talk. But I was so baffled. I really wanted to talk about it for like the past 2 weeks, and then I just never got around to it. That really bothered me. So thanks for listening. But there's other things too to complain about. Maybe complain's the wrong, well, kind of the right word. There's other things that are wrong with that game. And hold on, I'm gonna play this game real quick, and then we'll get to the rest of it. Damn.
Hey, up on the balcony!
Ashley, would you like a weapon? Because I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, Ashley, I really don't know what you're... I don't know what you want from me, Ashley. I really wish I knew. But there's not really a lot I can do sometimes, you know? Leon, we just gotta take an aspirin.
Ashley!
We can't...
Leon, the other side!
Oh. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to... That's awesome. That's super cool, actually.
Look away! Ashley!
Thanks.
Okay.
Anytime.
Hold on. Bro. Hold on. Okay, I really don't know what I expected. Shooting the guy with
Next.
metal on his head. Oh, he's still up there. He kind of like hides though. Oh. Oh, we got him. We got him. It's all good. It's all good, Ashley. It's all good. Now we just got a few more things we gotta take care of. It'll be cool.
Ashley!
Damn! This took out Ashley.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, Ashley, get up. Brother. Brother Ashley. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this.
Leon! Put me down!
Hold on. Ashley, come back.
Leon, help!
Ouch! Anyway, Appy says, it's more of a righteous wrath F that ISP. If you want to throw some rock through the HQ windows, let me know. Okay, I'm not going that far. I am upset. I'm not going that far, but I am upset. Give me just a second. Oh, nice. I didn't take damage from that somehow. Ashley, just open the door. Open the door, Ashley. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Alright, see, easy peasy, first try. Really not that big a deal. So, the other thing, going back to Star Wars Outlaws, I'm not done.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm not done. The second thing that bothered me the most is that there's a mini game in the game. It's featured pretty prominently, like 4 or 5 times. It to me represents everything that's wrong with the game. And I'll explain. So, when you go to a new city, so you have like a little pet. You can kind of think of it as like a wide like a stoat. You know, like a mongoose shaped animal, like a mongoose or a stoat. It's kind of like that, but like wider and larger. It's kind of like if you mixed a stoat with a large frog, right? So this pet is called Nyx. Nyx is your like pet / companion. So, oh, sweet. So anytime you go to a new planet, you can go to a there's like one restaurant in the city per planet, and you can, if you eat there, you pay credits to eat there. You can get an upgrade for Nyx that adjusts the way that he handles in combat. So you could switch his food to be like, this food will cause him to kick away grenades during combat, or this food will make him more aggressive when fighting during combat. And that's cool. That part's fine. The problem is that if you want the food upgrade, you need to sit through a 3 to 5 minute quick time event of Kay, the main character, and Nyx eating. So, and the problem with Kay is that during like well done cutscenes, she's animated very well. Her facial expressions are done very, very well. When she's not in a high quality cutscene, her face movements are animated like a mannequin. Sorry, not like a mannequin, like a sock puppet, right? So the problem is that now, if you eat there, you have to spend credits to not only watch Kay and Nyx eat for like 5 minutes. Not only do you need to watch them eat, not only does Kay look like she's animated like a sock puppet, but then on top of that, you have to do a quick time event so that the game knows that you're actively watching. So it'll be like, Kay will be like, you want somebody? And hand some like food to Nyx, and then it'll be like, left stick left, right stick right, LT, and then Nyx will eat. And then Kay will be like, oh, it's that good, huh? Let me try. LT. RT. Mash A. Mash, 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 mash. Oh! It's pretty good, huh, Nyx? Let's try this. They take a spoonful of... Kay takes a spoonful of
It's positive.
the chili or whatever. RT. Right stick right. A. Oh, I messed that up. Let me start over. RT. Oh, I messed that up. Let me move the spoon back. LT. Oh, I messed that up. Let me try again. LT. A. B. Oh, this chili's pretty good, huh, Nyx? And it goes on for like that for like 5 straight minutes. And let me tell you. This shows to me nobody play tested this game. And if they did, nobody spoke out about the dumbest minigame I've ever experienced in a game ever. And let me tell you, I've been playing games for a long time. Since I've been like 7, 8 years old, I don't know. But never once have I been forced to watch 2 people eat for 5 straight minutes and then been like tested if I'm paying attention with a QuickTime event. And then if I fail the QuickTime event, it just makes them do the repetitive action again. And then I need to keep watching them eat, but now it's like gone back a few seconds. So it's so irritating. I don't know how to express enough how irritating it is to be forced to watch 5 minutes of people eat and then be quizzed on whether you're watching. And this costs in-game credits, by the way. If you want the cool upgrade for Nyx, you can't skip it. You have to actually sit through watching. Oh, that actually kind of scared me. You actually have to sit through watching them eat. It truly is baffling. Like, there's a lot of things the game does right, but it's moments like that where I'm like, who greenlit this? Who was like, yeah, you know what would be fun? I just want to be a fly on the wall in their like in their meeting, you know, to just be like, I wonder who showed up to the meeting and was immediately like, hey, you know what would be fun? An eating minigame. How long should it be? 5 minutes. Short enough, right? How should we make sure it's entertaining? Oh, I don't know. Just like put some button prompts in there and just make sure that they press it to make sure that they're paying attention to the beautiful animating work we do. How much should we work on the animation? Don't. Just vaguely move Kay's mouth open and closed when she's eating. It'll be close enough. I don't know where this goes. Oh, there we go.
Hey, it fits.
If it fits, it sits. Rats have infested a section of the castle and are gnawing away at all the precious books, but these heretics couldn't care less. Please, someone get rid of these vermin before it's too late. Exterminate all the rats in the grand hall to the library. Very well. So there's that problem, right? I don't know, like seeing it.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason.
Seeing it was just making me feel like, dude, what the hell am I watching? Why did you think this would be a good idea? What am I doing right now, by the way?
Listen, stranger.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger. Anywho, so in other news, I do think, I don't know why my game is so choppy right now. If I'm like, okay, I was gonna say, if I like stutter every once in a while, it's the game. I was just about to say that out loud, but then I looked over at my OBS and I'm dropping frames. So there's two different things happening at once. There's me dropping frames, and there's my network just crapping out. So, two different things. Actually, part of it is encoding lag. That's pretty interesting. A lot of it is network, though, I will say. Where's the blue? Where's the blue? Moments like this make me wonder if my ISP, maybe like they added a server, but they realized it's not really fully equipped to handle the bandwidth, or it's not made particularly well. So maybe they're trying to figure that out. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's happening with my ISP anymore. Wasn't I just there? It's a treasure. What else has been happening? These have been a long 2 weeks, man. Like, I've been, like, if I go without streaming for that kind of scared me. If I go without streaming for a while, I get really, like... Stream helps to calm my anxiety. I get pretty anxious when I don't stream. So these past 2 weeks have been like a mix of like kind of relaxing in that like I don't have anything to do, but also kind of anxiety inducing because it's like I'm in my head too much and now I'm just like, freaking out about absolutely nothing. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to think anymore. Where shall I go? Go. Actually, I do have to eat dinner. I'm gonna walk through this door first. Oh, the rat. Nice. You rat. You rat. That's a Red Dead reference.
Statue of some snakes.
Oh, dude. Brothers. You'll never believe what happened in the past 2 weeks. I have to put up the past RE4 stream. You guys can watch the old RE4 on the break from the new RE4. That is a funny suggestion. Let me tell you, though. Let me tell you what happened. So, what happened? Thank you for asking. Rainbow Six Siege, they put out a teaser trailer. You'll never guess who they've teased. Got a date? I wish. I wish. Even better. You'll never guess what was teased for Rainbow Six Siege. I'll tell you. Solid Snake. Now, I don't know if this is a costume. I'm really hoping it's not a costume. I want it to be an operator. Like a full-on character. And I'm assuming it will be because they said, like, they put out a teaser. They only showed his, like, torso, like the MGS2 costume. So they didn't show his face yet. But they announced this, like a week ago. And they said, like full reveal on February 15th. And I feel like if it was just a costume, they probably wouldn't bother with like a real... They probably just released a full trailer, not like a full reveal breakdown thing. So I'm assuming that it's an operator. That's a lot of hopium. But all this is to say that on the off chance that it is an operator, I'll have you know that I may very well spend real world money on Rainbow Six Siege. And also, assuming my internet holds up, we're probably going to be playing Rainbow Six. So, anyways, I'll be right back. I gotta grab my dinner. But I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. BRB. All right, I'm back. Anyways, so tonight's a turkey sandwich. Um, so this news has me so excited. I could literally squeal like a pig, and I'm not going to, but just know that that's how I'm feeling inside. Anyways, but Alistor says I was hoping for a Taku operator. Oh, to be so... Oh, that actually scared me for a second. To be so famous.
Huh. A dining hall.
Eat here? No thanks.
I'm gonna sit down. No. Wasn't there like a puzzle in this room or something? Oink, oink. I am really excited though. Like, I really am excited. Do you know how exciting it is that I'm so Metal Gear deprived?
So, you do a lot of missions like this?
Well, yeah. But I'm not used to having such good company.
Is that a compliment?
Take it however you want.
Is that a compliment? Okay, so I'm assuming Leon's got to sit at the one that has, like, this brownish bottle next to a white glass. Brownish bottle. Okay. And I saw that there was 3 knives, so these two have 3. This one has 2. 2. Yeah, so it's one of these 2. And a bread, so yeah, it's this one. This one should be the one. If I ran into you on the streets, I'd fangirl. Thank you, Alistor. Thank you, thank you. The true honor would be to be... The true honor and fear would be to be recognized in public. I think that... I don't think it'll ever happen. If it ever does, I will be equal parts flattered and afraid. But, that won't be happening, so... Let's see. 2 and 2. I think it's this one. Ashley, can you move your head, please? You're in my way.
Have a seat.
Okay.
That's this one. With the bread. Let's go.
Leon!
I'm actually a genius.
Looks like we figured it out.
I'm actually, like, 1 million IQ, actually. I don't know if you know this, but... Anyways, back to my Star Wars Outlaws
go.
rant, because,
Okay.
I mean, why not, I guess. I will say, it does a lot of things that's pretty cool. Like, I think if you're looking for... If you like the Tomb Raider reboot, and you just want it... If you want Tomb Raider, but it's Star Wars, then that's pretty much what Star Wars Outlaws is. It's got places to explore, like the tombs in Tomb Raider. You just upgrade your equipment, like it's Tomb Raider. There's, like, very light RPG elements, like it's Tomb Raider. You get a little more freedom of, like, movement, I guess, so it's not quite Tomb Raider-y, but then you, like, walk around the free roam world and you end up in a tomb anyways, so it really is just Tomb Raider.
Looks like we're still missing a piece.
I can recommend it, but only on sale, and with the understanding that you're really getting a game that's like the game is like a B. It's not really like, it's one of those things that you're like, technically, if I had to evaluate this objectively, this gets like a B. It really deserves a C
It's locked.
for the amount of BS it throws your way, but if you look at it objectively, it's about a B. It's not A material, but
Hey, Leon, there's some armor. Bet you could use it like a bulletproof vest.
Little old-fashioned for my taste.
Too bad. I think you'd look pretty dashing.
Ashley, your attempts at flirting are making me uncomfortable. I'm joking. Well, I'm half joking. It's one of those things where I'm like, should I be here? I feel like I'm getting in the middle of something. I don't know.
Nothing but the finest ways.
Is Leon too old for Ashley? I don't know how old Ashley is. She's probably like 20 if I had to guess. Wasn't there a locked something in here? The square lock. Oh. Okay, well, I need a square. I don't know if... Actually, let me save. I'm already here.
Look, something's bound to catch your eye.
Because I imagine Leon's like late 20s, early 30s. I think Ashley's a college student. The college is like 18 to 22 roughly. So I'm just going to put her in the middle and say she's 20. Wouldn't that be like a... What is that chair doing? Wouldn't that be like a 5 to 10 year difference? Nah, whatever. The suits of armor are very sussy. Don't mind me, Ashley.
Awesome.
We just shot over her head. Expanded map treasure. Oh, okay. Nah, we should be fine. I don't know if it'll lock me out of this area, but... Hold on. Let me just grab that treasure real quick. Oh, there it is. A silver token. Don't mind if I do. I really gotta eat dinner. You know what? I'm gonna eat dinner real quick. and then we'll continue on. For now, please enjoy something. What shall I show you? This should be quick. It's just a sandwich, so. What the hell's my video? I think I got rid of it. Oh no, meal break video. There it is. Nope. Oh, it's already on Resident Evil 4. Is this the same song I used?
3, 2, 1.
No, it's not. Okay. Sorry, I've heard that song so many times. I just kind of know what I'm getting into. I don't understand. Oh, it's because I got the wrong one. This is not Baldur's Gate. I'm gonna show you guys Callisto Protocol. We'll just do that. Early stream. Hopefully that'll be the goal for the night, you know? Okay. So we tried to play this. Oh baby.
BRB.
We tried to play this the other night, but what ended up happening, right, was I was just way too tired. I think we ended up playing Hunt Showdown instead. But that was a night. That was a night. I think I'm gonna start doing a little more shorter streams, just so I don't get burnt out, for one. And then two, I'm gonna try to focus all of my energy into just one, like, compact stream, you know? Hopefully it'll be more fun to watch that way. As opposed to, you know, burning my...
biophage capable of spontaneous combustion. Originally, I thought it might be native, but the morphology is clearly human. The subject was outfitted with a Mark I implant. Perhaps something that made its way up from Arcus? What I do know is that Cole has changed. Nothing's been the same since Europa. He's up to something.
I still have no clue what's happening on this, like, not space station, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You get it, right? You get it. Okay, so, last we left off, we were heading through some tunnels. I think I got, like, about this far until I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break. Can I... This looks like it opens, doesn't it? Does it not? Look at that. You see that? Little bit there. How do I... Yeah. Take that door. I don't remember the controls. Hold on. How do I... Anyway. What the hell? Bro, run! Oh. Took the words right out of my mouth. Why can't I run? Run! Disorienting how many times I'm turning, but... Damn. Bag chasing harder than me. How do I... Can I open that door now? Dude, why can't I run? Is this just like a loading screen in disguise or something? I can't run. Please. Okay, I need to... Ah, damn it, I forgot my back pillow. I need to stop leaning forward when I'm playing games, you know? Just gotta lean back. Lean back. Oh, actually. Let me check my... Okay, my audio's okay. It is doing good, I think. Yep. No, you know what? I need to lean forward because otherwise I'm going to fall asleep. Otherwise I will fall asleep. I'm already kind of falling asleep, to be honest with you. Sir, please. This is the longest... What do I have? There. The longest hallway ever. What even is this? Where are we? What? You heard that, right? I wasn't like the only one that heard that. Run! Holy... Please. Run! Can... I don't know what I expected. Oh, baby! I'm not scared. I am not scared at all. That was my battle cry. Yep. What? Oh, are we supposed to follow this objective marker? Is that what that is? It's not like a explode door sign? Man, these enemies remind me of the ones from Dead Space 2. You know, the ones that are like exploding babies. You know, damn it. Okay, so the new strategy, right, is to just kind of speak my mind regardless of what comes out. Hopefully it adds to better commentary. But, you know, sometimes I just have thoughts that don't really make any sense, you know? I am too good. Oh! I am too good at this game, dude. You see that? This way? Says who? Ah, got him. What a loser, am I right? Am I right? Am I supposed to go this way, like genuinely, or am I? Because I want to get all the stuff, you know? Give me my stuff. Oh, another strategy is that I'm going to try to open my mouth more when I talk. Hopefully that will help with my pronunciation. Reminder to carry light. All I've got is this, like, eye-blinding light. Is that... Am I supposed to go this way, or... This is awkward. It's like the 5th disguised loading screen. Oh?
Yeah, I don't miss playing this game.
What
It's me,
is that?
real present day Taku, 2 years in the future. I don't even know if you can tell because I'm lagging. But I think you can hear me. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I want to test one more thing for the sake of stream stability. So, I'm gonna end the stream for like 2 minutes. What I'm gonna do, there's a like a temporary there's like a thing in beta to adjust bit rate based on bandwidth, so I'm gonna try to enable that. I can't enable it on the fly. I need to end stream and then put it up again in order to enable it. So for that reason, I gotta end for a second. But I'll be right back. I want to compare the two videos to kind of check the image quality, because right now I've dropped about 4% of all my frames. I want to see if it's different if I... Anyways, you understand. The bottom line, I'll be back in 2 minutes. So I'm going to end for a second.